All right. Oh, wait, you start with the hat on. Should at least look my best when I open these videos. All right, so it's the next day. Got some box of stuff that came in. This actually came in a while back from arcadeshop.com, where I like to get a lot of my stuff. Got some goodies here. Got a new overlay, and this is plexi. It's reverse printed. It's gonna look gorgeous on there. You know what I love about this? Covers up more of that damage when you got to see it. All right, it's a lot better than the peel and stick stuff here too. Does have a instruction sheet that goes right here. Believe I can go to maybe Mike'sArcade.com. I believe I can go to Mike's Arcade, and he's got the files that you can take these to Staples or Print Shop or whatever and print them out. We'll get something nice, high quality put in there. I've already opened this box, so I got stuff scattered everywhere. Got our 9/16 T-molding in. Also got this from Arcade Shop. It is not the true flat, sorry, but I wanted to check to see how this was going to fit on our cabinet. After we added our vertical grade laminate, that's going to increase our thickness a little bit. And I was wondering how that was, if it was going to stick out past the T-molding. And guys, I don't think it's going to stick out. I've heard people like getting larger T-molding and then using a trim tool to, like go down the edge, kind of a flush cut trim tool, and trim the overhang so that way it makes a nice clean. But man, that's... Ugh. Ouch. Let's get a hammer and do that. Anyway, let's try this here. All right, we're gonna take that little bit, but man, guys, that is pretty damn close. Okay, that is. Nah, we're rocking that. We are rocking that. That's gonna look gorgeous. All right, it's gonna look good. Okay, G-U-D good. All right. Okay, now let's get back down here to the ground to what we're fixing to do now. We get back over here. Oh, we got coin selector parts here. I like literally just read that off box. These are coin mechs for the Nintendo cabinets. I've used these before, and I'm like really thrilled. These are like $20 a piece at arcadeshop.com. And these things, they come with the bolts, which is kind of important on the Nintendo stuff because they use these really small chrome carriage head bolts. They come with brand new bolts, nuts, and washers. They are a little bit long. They're easy to trim. If you got an electrician wire strippers with the little holes in them, just screw them in there, snip them off. They're fine. But look at that. Oh no! All right, let's get you back down here to earth. Yeah, Good thing that's durable. All right, we'll work on that later. All right, but yeah, look at that though. Look at that. Those are shiny. That is some shiny stainless steel. Got new mechs on the back. Come with the coin switch already on there. No tweaking with that. Ready to go out of the box. Yeah, that's what I like to see right there. And like I said, 20 bucks. Okay, no taking it apart. No cleaning parts and pieces. You know what? And honestly, I like the push button ones better than the ones with the little side lever. I know there's one with a little hoop right here, and there's one that's got the bracket that sticks out that the coin comes out the side. I can tell you I've cleaned jams out of those over at the Honeybee. I don't like them, no. And I'm slowly going to start putting these in everything that's got a square hole for them. This is what it's going to get. Okay, but something else that we picked up today, and it's so tiny, I won't mess around and lose it. But I got, this is the bit to cut our little slot for our speaker grill, and that's what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to get that speaker grill slot cut in there. As you can see, this one's does not have a bearing on it. It has a guide, and they basically just shaved the edge off to where it's sharp on one side, and that's what's going to cut it, and it uses the end of the pin as a guide. We're going to give it a go. I'm probably going to wish I'd used this all along. So, I got this at Home Depot, and it's another laminate flush cut bit. So, we're going to get our router. We're going to get our wood. We're going to get over here. We're going to drill a couple pilot holes in our speaker grill area, hopefully without chipping or damaging anything. And then we're going to get on there and route those grooves out and see how good we can do. Now, I'm really nervous about drilling this stuff. And it'd be one thing if I was drilling like right through the laminate into the wood, but drilling through a hollow section, I'm worried about it chipping. Now, it's going to be impossible to really find and make sure I get that hit just right. Thought about doing it from this way, but I'm worried about it chipping when it comes out the other side and shattering out. I'm nervous, guys. I'm nervous. All right, let's get us something up here to protect our area. All right. Here we go. All right, looks safe to me. I'm not putting any pressure on it. I'm just I'm doing it high speed and letting it just kind of gnaw through. I'm also staggering so that way the holes don't crack over to the next piece as easily, if that is even a problem. Okay. All right, we got our pilot hole started. Got a little chip on the edge of that one and a little chip on the edge of that one. I mean, we'll have to go color match some nail polish and touch it up. Ain't no going back now. But it's not nearly as bad as I was worried about it being. And it is just the right size to drop our bit through. It's like I had a plan all along. Oh man. You know, it's reasons like that that probably going with a GoPro was a good decision. And if you're wondering why this keeps falling off, it's because I'm using the peel and stick on thing, and apparently it's just not going to hold up anymore out here. That's not going to work. Let me see, what can we find to work here? Got a shop with everything known to man in it. Something's going to work. Oh man, I know what I need. I know what we need. There we go. Yeah. That's right. Junior here's got it. Junior's going to take care of it. All right. There's how you make things work. All right. Sometimes a man's got to do what a man does. All right. Back to work. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it, guys? Oh man, flip you back up without dropping you in the floor. Yeah, guys, that turned out good. Get you back up here on your perch. Lower your altitude. Can't be letting y'all get taller than me. I got a complex. Oh yeah. Oh, looking good. Looking good. That's Nintendo right there, buddy. Yeah, it is. Oh man. All right. So got to file this edge down. Man. What do you know? There's a file. I don't know if I want to do this on camera or not. Might be kind of embarrassed when I screw it up. Since this is the metalworking area, everything's covered with metal shavings and my file's magnetized and all icky and nasty. Don't you just hate that when that happens? There we go, guys. A little bit of time, a little bit of patience. There's our beveled edge, all the way from the plywood to the laminate. That's where our control panel will rest. Whew. All right, I'm done got hot. Whew. Elbow screaming. We fix and turn on the fan, get the wind machine going. Tell you what, I'll try to speak up if y'all listen up. That wasn't the fan, that was the air compressor. Now I'm sure everybody remembers when we pulled this off, there was all those funky brackets. Somebody had put a bunch of shelf brackets and angle brackets, bracing and all that in there, trying to hold this together. Obviously that's not how it originally came. And we don't want to have to drill a bunch of holes in our nice new laminate face here to put them brackets back on. So, ready to throw our sawhorses over. With that hammer off the top up there so they don't fall off and get us in the head. We'll wonder what that was that just fell over in there. It was our brush. All right, back on the operating table. It's really been taking me a lot to get used to setting the camera up and everything like that. I get busy a lot of times, I forget. Half the time I look up, the camera's either the battery's gone dead or memory's full, and I just kept on working. We're going to improve it. We're going to get good at it. We're going to get better at it. I might be the only one watching these, but you know, I'm gonna make myself happy with it. Run our glue down. Our pieces here, here. See if we can get this in here without skinning it up too bad or scratching up anything or damaging it. Next, we got to determine what size screws we're going to use. They're going to come in from behind through that dead wood and come into the back of this. I just need enough to hold that glue down to keep it until it cures. The screw bin and see what we got available. Let's see here. Yeah, 2 inches definitely too long. 1.5 inches. I think we need 1 inch. There's 1.25 inches. Might be able to use those. I wasn't kidding when I said I had a hardware store worth of hardware. You know, I'm just one of those that every time I need bolts or screws, I don't buy just 1 or 2. I buy like a box, and what I don't use gets store it away for next time. So we're going to take these and we're going to take these. We're going to measure and double check because we don't want to drill through and come out the other side and bust our laminate. More hardware, more hardware. Not a hoarder. I just know the quickest way to need something and have to go buy something is to throw it away. Because as soon as I threw away all those bolts and screws, I'd need them like now. Not a hoarder. Alright, those guys are actually going to be too short. I'll only get like 1/8 of an inch of penetration, and that ain't going to hold diddly. I'm going to give this a try. It's not much. I think we got a winner. And no elbow until we give it out. We ain't done. They ain't dead yet. We're gonna push through. We're gonna get through it. You know what? While we got it up right now, I was gonna put these bottom screws in through the back, but I think I may go ahead see what it's going to take to put this piece in. This one's going to be a bit tricky. There, you just scared them off. Hey, girl. Alright, so kind of made an oops there, but we're going to glue it back together and let that cure, and we'll come back and deal with it another time.
The black one's Sweetie.
I call him Sweetie.
Oh.
Back online. Hopefully the camera don't get too dang hot. I might have to get a fan and mount on this camera because it really gets hot. I don't know. I'm using the GoPro Hero 9. Yeah, I know. I could have gotten like a actual video camera, but I've been happy with it so far. Figuring it out. And now, because it's probably been a minute or two since you've seen my rear end, I'm going to get these screws in the back of this front kick panel. Oh, that is not doing my elbow much good. Oh, feels like this muscle, this tendon right here where it attaches, wants to tear off. Drilling some pilot holes to add some extra screws. Because the last holes we used, we're reusing the old holes, so the screws aren't going to bite as well. So all right. All right, we got that on there. Good deal. Now we just got to figure out how to fix this boo-boo. We may hold off on that one. Let's see. I kind of want to glue the cure on that a little bit first. This may be I've got to figure out what holds this on, because there's no dead wood or brackets on it. And I know it didn't have screws originally going through the front. This one did. peel this off because this is going to be underneath that trim that goes across here. I don't want it to get in the way when we get to that part. And it'd be a pain in the butt to peel that protective layer with a piece of wood on it. So I'd rather just peel it off, get it out of the way. And I'm really not sure what we're going to do on this. Because I don't have, there's nothing to attach it. It's almost like this was glued or nailed to these side pieces, and the side pieces unscrewed and came out with the box with the front attached. And then the laminate was put over the screws that held it to this. And that's just a bunch of BS. Because we got our laminate on there. We're not putting a screw through this laminate. When we come, we will adapt. We'll be right back. Alright, we need little square wooden brackets. Just like they used on everything else. Okay, we're going to put one on each side, screw it here, then drop it in, and screw it there. Okay? We'll put it in there. Got a sliver of a 1x here, somebody cut it one time. Actually, I know it's got to be between here. That piece has got to be clear, so it's got to be between here and here on each side. I'm going to go with 4 inches. Maybe I should go with something metric, like, I don't know, what is 4 inches equal, like 7 centimeters? Don't look too hard at it. We got to get our projects done so we can work on projects to make more projects that lead to further more projects. I'm going to drop this in here to use as a guide. I know where my edges are. Lock this back up here. There it's going to go. And yes, I am just eyeballing this to what I think looks good. Pre-drill these holes. Guys, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. So I put this on the end to put screws there and to screw it, but I have this block in the way. So this well, let's take her back to step 36. Luckily, I didn't just go on home and call it a night and let this glue dry. Let's do a little bit better cleaning, shall we? I'm starting to wonder how well I could just glue this thing on and leave it. Alright. No big deal. We just got to move our block, our dead wood, over here a little bit. And then it'll fall down between there. Then our screws will go in. Easy peasy. Anything worth doing is worth doing twice. And now it'll go in there. We'll put our screws into our dead wood on each side. And that's going to hold her on there. And it ain't going to go nowhere. Let's go check the OR. Well, it looks like it's in recovery. I'm feeling pretty confident on this side. Now over here, we had to do a little bit of reconstruction where that piece split because somebody had to put a screw in it without drilling a pilot hole. We learned our lesson. Okay? Hopefully our malpractice is up. And the patient's not going to suffer. and will appreciate the hard work and diligence we put in saving its life. We're lucky. Patient's in a coma. We'll get no feedback. Now this piece is a little funny. It slides in here. It goes in here like this. And then there's a couple of screws that go across the bottom of the top of this into this piece. I don't know if it was original. I don't know if it was whoever cobbled this back together, but that was how it came here. I kind of like the idea. I think a screw or two in the middle here coming through would reinforce it. The holes are already there. I may actually just drill another pilot hole next to it and put it in there. That way we got fresh wood that we're biting into. All right, now let's see how it all lines up. Come on, top to bottom, baby. Oh man, perfect. Gonna be perfect. All right, probably gonna be a lot easier to do this standing up. So I need you to get out of there, and I'll stand this back up. Y'all saw that. Luckily we didn't, no damage, no scratch, no chipped corners, nothing broken. Sometimes you just get lucky. Probably don't need it, but I'm gonna glue it anyway. Woo! There it is, guys. Got our front kick panel on there. Got that front panel on there. Got it on there and looking nice. Starting to come together now. All right, next thing I think we need to tackle is figuring out how to get our monitor bezel back in. We got some wood here that they had put in there that the bezel rests against, and then it goes up into a groove here. We need to get that fixed. I think that's what we're going to work on next, is getting our monitor bezel in and our trim and our marquee. We're going to pick a side of light to put up here. Like I said, I think we're going to go with an LED, something soft, not anything too brilliant, but just something to make that marquee just light up nice and even. It did have those two incandescents on each side. We got rid of those. We're going to get rid of those. They're hot. They're incandescents. We're going to get rid of those. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to work on next time we're out here. Next, we're going to get our monitor, our screen bezel, get it framed in, get it fixed. So we're going to add some holes and some wood over here. So once we get that, we'll work our way up here, get the marquee done. Then we'll work up, rebuild our control panel and get it ready to go. And then we'll get our monitor set back in there, get it all bolted in right. We still got to come up with a missing bracket that was going across the top of the monitor. When we do that, we'll re-drill our holes here. Now, I've looked at an original Donkey Kong that's always been Donkey Kong, never converted. And they did come from the factory with these holes already there, but not used. And I think, I could be wrong here, that it was for other games that may have used a horizontal monitor. And these were all just cut out of the same template and had the same holes cut, whether it was Donkey Kong or Radar Scope's older, Popeye, a lot of games from that era. But yeah, that might have been just extra holes that we used for that. We'll get our monitor in there, then we'll start running our wire, we'll start putting our power supply in, get our game set up, and when we do that, that's when we'll start hitting all these little brackets and everything and cleaning those up too and getting those back on. So, yeah, man, this week's been the week right there. So glad all that hard work, all that sanding paid off. Maybe I sanded a little bit too much. I don't know. Doing pretty good. I was worried we were going to get some nicks and damages across our black here. So far, we're doing good. I don't see anything that we're really going to have to touch up, but I'm going to wait till we're done, go around and touch it up again. So, last thing that we're going to do, I can tell you this right away, the last thing that we're going to do on this is the T-molding and the side art. But a little bit at a time with what little I got, make it happen.